Hunter saves it. Hunter Hughes is coming around. Here comes Colton Garner. It's Hunter Hughes!
Turn 4 for the final time. Who's got more ponies? Checkered flag out. Bluegrass 150 goes to Ian Miller.
And welcome back to the Daily Dribble Podcast, guys. As always, I'm your host, Nick Zammit.
Good, get the name out there. It's like, hey, Joseph Newgarden, you're the guy with the sperm commercial. Yeah.
Hello everybody and welcome back to another season of the Wednesday Night Dash. I apologize for the delay there, my mic was not working for some reason. But tonight we are at Darlington for the Stadium Scene Sports Jobs Hub 88, presented by Showtime Esports Productions. We are just getting into quali here for Season 12. About a minute into quali, as we have a new set of rules. Well, a couple new rules, a couple of rule changes to go over here, along with some new drivers for this season, including Tyler Vickery, who is a returning driver. He was the Season 4 and Season 7 ARC Series champion. And Brian McKinney is also returning to the series. Here are the standings in qualifying so far. Hunter Hughes taking provisional pole for now. Dawson Buchanan, your previous your Season 11 champion, in 7th. There, Colton Garner, let's see, he jumps up to 4th after a strong outing last season as well. However, let's take a look at some of our new rules and some of our drivers for this upcoming season. So we have 10 races. 2 fast repairs races are approximately 45 minutes with a stage break at half distance. However, this year we will be kind of transitioning into like the next kind of a different style, I guess, of how the races are being ran in the Wednesday Night Dash series, which is gonna have cautions instead of a stage break. So cautions are enabled at at Darlington, Talladega, Bristol, IRP, and Michigan, and then the stage break will take place at Indy, Rockingham, Dover, and Charlotte. So tonight we will have a caution, or cautions will be enabled, and there will be no stage break. And then one green-white checkered attempt at the end if needed. And it's a NASCAR style point system with a bonus point for laps, or for pole, a lap led, most laps led, winning a stage, or the fastest lap on road courses and the races in which cautions are enabled. So those are your new set of rules for this season. And here are your drivers for this season. So Dylan Barron's in the number 1 car, and we'll also go through everybody on the starting grid here in just a minute. Dawson Buchanan, your previous champion. Lane Snow, Jeremiah Lockwood, Brian McKinney, Jax Malin, Eric Richardson, Hunter Hughes, another previous champion. Connor Fuge, he is a rookie this season. John Jones, Tyler Vickery, also a prior champion. Nick Warboy, Garrett Jarnigan, Colton Garner, another previous champion, and then Chris Fuge, John Miles, Jeremy Clemens, DJ Fluck, Fernando Takashi, and Bill Muffeld. So those are your drivers for this season. And then if we take a look at the teams for this season, Smoky Mountain Racing, JM Motorsports, FR Racing, WJM Motorsports, FTP Racing, and Blue Ridge Racing. Those are your 6 teams that will make up this year's grid. And then tonight, we're at Darlington Raceway, located in Darlington, South Carolina, open in 1950, a little less than 1.5 miles in length. And we're set for 65 laps tonight, with no stage break, as once again cautions are enabled for this race. So now let's take a look at tonight's starting lineup. Starting on pole position is the number 40 of Colton Gardner. Alongside him in the 18 is Hunter Hughes. Starting on the inside of row 2 is going to be Garrett Jarnigan. Jax Malin in the number 9 on his outside. Nicholas Warboy will start from 5th. Jeremiah Lockwood 6th. And the number 4, Dawson Buchanan, will start from 7th. Tyler Vickery, who is not gridded yet, and the number 24 will start from 8th. The number 1 of Dylan Barron's will start from 9th. John Miles in the 54, he'll start from 10th. Christopher Fuge in the number 49 will start from 11th. Connor Fuge in the 19 will start from 12th. Fernando Takashi in the 99 starting from 13th. Eric Richardson in the 13 will start 14th. Brian McKinney starting 15th, and in the number 8, DJ Fluck in the number 88 will start in 16th. Lane Snow will start from 18th in the number 5, and Lane Snow will start 17th. Bill Muffeld will start 18th. Because my name's on there. Because for some reason it would not load when I was trying to spectate, so I had to actually join the race. So with that, pace car is pulling off here. And we will get set for 65 laps in race 1 of season 12 in the Wednesday Night Dash series. With Colton Gardner leading us to the green flag. Coming down the back stretch here, lights on the pace car are out, meaning we'll be going green this time to begin season 12. So as the pace car pulls off, Colton Gardner will lead us to the green flag for the first time this season. Good jump on the outside there by Hunter Hughes in the number 18. He'll take the lead right away as here we got a big incident, huge pileup back here. Right off the start, there was one car sideways. I believe that was John Miles. Yeah, that was John Miles. He'll come into the pits. Looks like we're staying green though. Was only the one car needing to go into the pits. However, up front here, Hunter Hughes has taken the lead away from Colton Gardner. But let's go back and let's take a look at this start. So it started, actually there were two separate incidents, it looks like. Can't tell who that is up here. In the 32, so Garrett Jarnigan got sideways, he kind of stacked up the field, and then John Miles went sideways by himself, got into the back of somebody there, and then kind of went spinning off, but using one of his fast repairs, he's back onto the racetrack. As we stay green here, on lap number 4, Hunter Hughes with the race lead. And Colton Gardner, then Jax Malin, Dawson Buchanan in 4th. So John Miles will lose 2 laps out of that ordeal, it looks like. The number 9 there, Jax Malin. Looked like he was looking to the inside of Colton Gardner. And he tucks back in behind him. Dawson Buchanan, last year's champion, right now sitting in 4th. After the year prior, or I guess not the year, but the season, 2 seasons ago, won every race except for the one road course on the schedule. So by far the most dominant season we've ever seen in the Wednesday Night Dash. And he's trying to make it 3 championships in a row. Starting with a good finish here tonight. As with no stage break, that also implements a whole new strategy from all these drivers. With their tire saving. As you will not have the guaranteed stop with no guaranteed caution that comes out. But here we take a look back at 8th. This is actually for 10th there. Dylan Barron's making a pass on Jarnigan. Barron's in the number 1 car. Looking to make up a couple more spots there. Here we go. Looking at the inside of the number 8. He'll tuck in back behind him. as today's race is sponsored by the Stadium Scene Sports Jobs Hub. Looking to launch your career in sports? Skip the endless job boards. For just $29 a year, the Sports Jobs Hub creates real quality opportunities from coaching to accounting, so there's something for everyone. New listings are added weekly, and outdated ones are removed to keep things fresh. Visit jobs.stadiumscene.tv to preview the listings and sign up today. Again, that is jobs.stadiumscene.tv. So we head back out on track here. The one car actually falling back a couple of spots there from when we last was looking at him. However, Dawson Buchanan back up front making a pass on Jax Malin. Dawson Buchanan, one of the best at tire saving as we've seen over the past couple seasons of anybody else in this field. So it will be tough for anybody to outlast him if we don't get a caution, which as the field gets more and more spread out here, the likelihood of there being a caution becomes a lot less. So you can already see we got a huge drop off here from 6th to 7th. And here's the 49 of Christopher Fuge, currently in 6th, 3 seconds behind the leader. And then we take a look at Tyler Vickery in 7th, who is 10 seconds behind the leader. So it's a 7-second difference from 6th to 7th. And then 7 through 13 here, all pretty close within each other. Here's a pass for, looks like that would be 11th, as Brian McKinney goes around. Not Brian, yeah, as Brian McKinney goes around the number 1 car. No, I'm sorry, Nicholas Warboy goes around Brian McKinney and puts himself up into 11th. And now the 27 going around the number 5 there of Lane Snow puts himself up into the top 5. Also Buchanan still on the move here, up to 2nd now. As we got a spin here, that's Tyler Vickery in the 24. Oh, just about collects somebody there going by. Looks like we're going to stay green here. Let's take a look at what happened. Oh, looks like he just lost it by himself there. Did have a little bit of contact with somebody, and I pressed the wrong button. A little bit of contact with the 27, it looks like. No, actually, I think the 27 somehow avoided him. 99, he had a little bit of contact with. Unless he net coated the 27 really hard, because I don't know why his car would have shot back that way. As the caution did come out as a result of that spin there from the 24. So for the first time, we are under the yellow flag. So we would expect to see almost everybody coming into the pits here. On lap 21, so about a third of the way through. So, going back to the green flag here, Fernando Takashi on the inside. Really bad jump for him. Looks like he's the only one. Looks like he just got a bad start there. Hunter Hughes taking the race lead. So Hunter Hughes back into the lead there. Dawson Buchanan right behind him, about 0.3 of a second, and then Jax Malin in third.
So then already 4 seconds, or I guess 3 seconds separates 4th to 5th. So from Jeremiah Lockwood to Lane Snow. Okay, also I think I fixed my mic now. Okay, yeah, thank you, Scott, for letting me know. Because I use NVIDIA Broadcast for it, and I had to update it, and then I forgot to change everything back. So that would be why. So sorry about that for the first, 30 minutes or whatever. Dawson Buchanan starting to chase down Hunter Hughes here. As we're coming up on the halfway point of this race. And Colton Gardner down to 7th. After he was up there hanging around in 3rd for a while. But Dawson Buchanan's got the gap down to just a couple of car lengths here on Hunter Hughes. About 0.2 of a second. And Jax Malin kind of hanging around about a half second back from the lead. Here we got the 27 and Nicholas Warboy alongside Brian McKinney. That's for 8th place. These two have kind of been fighting on and off here around mid-pack for a while. But the 27 able to get around and pull away. Another 13 of Eric Richardson. He'll also try and make a pass here on the number 8. So lap 35. And we got 30 laps to go here in the first race of the season. Currently being led by Hunter Hughes, who's led pretty much the whole race so far tonight. Dawson Buchanan, a couple of tenths back. Now he's really starting to close the gap, though. Down to just about 1, maybe 1.5 car lengths to the leader of Hunter Hughes. Then Jax Malin, he's fallen a little farther back. He's about a second behind. Then Jeremiah Lockwood in the number 7, haven't really talked about him much. He is back in 4th. And if we're going to go through the field here, Garrett Jarnigan in the 32. He's currently running 5th. Lane Snow, he's running in 6th. He had a couple of decent runs last season. And having a decent one here tonight. Right behind him, though, is Colton Gardner. Coming down the back stretch. Not quite able to take a look to the inside. There, a look to the inside is, I think they net code a bit, but Lane Snow able to hold the position for now. Now I'll look back to the inside, and Colton Gardner able to clear. We're 6th. And it looks like he'll be able to hold it. So Colton Gardner up to 6th. Lane Snow down to 7th. Behind them is Brian McKinney. Or sorry, Nicholas Warboy. And then Brian McKinney in 9th. And then Eric Richardson rounded out your top 10 for now. Here way back in the field. Haven't really said much about these guys at all today. There's Dylan Behrens. Currently running 2 laps down in 17th after an early incident. And then Fernando Takashi coming down pit road. Hunter Hughes, the rookie, he's a lap down in 15th. Now Chris Hughes slow. Looks like he was just getting out of the way. DJ Flutt kind of just running by himself here in 12th. What if we come back up here to the front of the field? Ross Buchanan still hanging behind Hunter Hughes, so looks like we're gonna have last couple lap battle here for the win. The first race of season 12, as they are coming up on a lap car. That's number 19. It's Connor Hughes. So it's going to put him 2 laps down. Oh, contact there with the number 4. As Buchanan kind of just ran into him. Coming up on 20 laps to go. About half a car length behind is Dawson Buchanan. Contact with the wall there for both of them. Now they make more contact. Hunter Hughes goes spinning as Buchanan gets into the side of him. So Buchanan, definitely not the way. I think he's wants to take the lead away, but nonetheless, Ross Buchanan will now lead this race. Let's take a look here at what caused that to happen. They both kind of got into the wall, and then Hughes just got the worst of it. Right before this. Yeah, so right here went out of 4. No, it was just Hughes that got into the wall. And he tried to come up to block, and they just make contact with each other. And I believe Hunter Hughes has some sort of damage because he's falling back here. So about 15 laps to go. Dawson Buchanan will lead. Yeah. Jeremiah Lockwood falling back there a little bit. Come up on 10 laps to go. Like, I don't 14 of Richardson, currently at 8th. Nicholas Warboy behind him at 27. With 5 laps to go here for Dawson Buchanan. It's just now 4 laps away from taking home his first win of the season. Dawson Buchanan, 1 lap to go. With Hunter Hughes in second and then Jeremiah Lockwood in third. Dawson Buchanan taking home the first win of the Wednesday Night Dash, Season 12. And we will wait for them to come join me here in the While we wait for them, we'll take a look here at results for tonight's race. So Dawson Buchanan coming away with the win. Hunter Hughes in second. Jeremiah Lockwood third. Garrett Jarnigan fourth. Colton Gardner fifth. Brian McKinney in sixth. Eric Richardson 7. Nicholas Warboy 8. Bill Muffeld 9. Jackson Malin 10. This wants to work. DJ Fluff 11. John Miles 12. Chris Fuge 13. Lane Snow 14. Dylan Behrens 15. Connor Fuge 16. Fernando Takashi 17. And Tyler Vickery in 18. Here we're joined with Jeremiah Lockwood finishing in third tonight. So, first off, Jeremiah, congrats on your podium.
Thank you.
And kind of just walk us through your race there. What was your goal coming in, and how did everything play out for you?
Well, my goal was to really just finish the race. Normally, I'm not too good at Darlington, so I was just kind of hoping that I would kind of survive and, just kind of trusted the strategy. The start was a little rough, but ended up pretty well.
How are you going to use this race, I don't know, to just keep you going throughout the season? Is this a confidence boost or anything for you?
I think for sure it's a confidence booster. Last season it started off high but kind of ended on a low, so I'm hoping with this good start it'll keep me at a higher position in the championship moving forward.
Jeremiah, thanks, and once again, congrats on third for tonight.
Thank you.
And then, still waiting on Hunter Hughes. Maybe he's waiting for Dawson to leave. But here we're joined with Dawson, your race winner. So Dawson, take us through that battle with Hunter in those last couple of laps there, and kind of just how things played out.
Yeah, well, for one of it, it was a really good battle. I think he was a lot better in 1 and 2, and I was pretty good in 3 and 4, and I was slowly just closing in, and then I think he got loose off of turn 2 there and got way down the track, and then came up, and then I think maybe it was DJ, a lap car, or somebody was right in front of us, and I tried to get to his inside to hold him behind the lapper so I could make the pass, and as I split down, I think he just tried to, I don't know if he tried to throw a block or what, but he pretty much just wrecked himself is what it looked like. So I hate to happen that way, but yeah.
And then how were you throughout the race? How was your tire management, or what was your strategy there?
Well, I felt pretty good about the tire saving that I did. I know Hunter was pushing a little harder in 1 and 2, and I knew that would play in my advantage the way that I was running 1 and 2, and then 3 and 4 he was kind of running that higher diamond almost. So I know that me running the bottom was going to help too, as it was just a matter of time, and it started looking like there at first stage that I wasn't going to end up catching them, but glad it ended up panning out the way that it did.
All right, Dawson, thanks for the interview, and congrats on the win tonight.
Yes, sir. Also, I want to give a big thank you to John Miles and the J Motorsports team. They're great effort, so appreciate it.
So there is Dawson Buchanan and Jeremiah Lockwood. Not seeing Hunter anywhere. So I think we're going to go ahead and assume he's not going to be joining us in the booth tonight. So that'll do it for race number 1, season 12 of the Wednesday Night Dash series. That we thank everybody for coming out to watch. And don't forget to join us on April 30th at Indianapolis Motor Speedway for race number 2 of the season. So once again, thanks to everybody, and we will see you next week.